Subscribe to Mastermind channel and click the bell icon to get the latest updates of our videos.
So hi guys, this is Varsha and you're watching Mastermind. So friends, now day after tomorrow you have your English exams. Are you all prepared? So friends, you don't need to mug up anything, you just have to understand. You just have to go through the format of the letter writing, essay writing, précis, and you have to go through the prepositions, and for your essay you have to make your own. You don't have to mug up any essay. It is unseen and you need to understand it. So friends, today I am going to give you some of the paper presentation tips for English language. That is your grammar. So friends, your essay consists of essay, that is composition. It comprises of 20 marks. So you need to elaborate and write. You cannot write just one page. That is not enough. You will not get good marks if you write only one page. At least it should be 3 to 3.5 pages, and you don't have to write, you don't have to be beating around the bush. You need to write it in a proper manner so that you get good marks. Friends, you need to write your essay in a proper manner. Your composition should comprise of the introduction, body as well as the conclusion. You cannot leave anything. Everything which is mentioned in the question should be there in the content of your answer script. Everything should be mentioned, whether it is letter or whether it is composition. Everything should be mentioned. And friends, I suggest you to go for narrative essay or descriptive essay. Do not go for argumentative essay, also called debating essay, debating topics like for and against. Do not go for that, because your point of view and the examiner's point of view might vary. It is not necessary that suppose if you are for something, the examiner might be against for that. So your point of view and the examiner's point of view, it is not necessary that both of them will match. So I suggest you to go for narrative essay or descriptive essay. And friends, you can also go for story writing. Suppose there was one topic in the sample paper I had seen. It was uploaded in a website where you were asked to write lost and found essay. Story entitled Lost and Found. So friends, you can go for that, but do not go for argumentative essay, also called debating essay. And friends, for your picture composition, I suggest you not to go for picture composition too, because what you are viewing in the picture and your point of imagination, it might not match with the examiner's point of view, and try to write each and everything in a proper manner so that out of 20 you get at least 50. Now coming on to the letter writing part. Letter writing comprises of 10 marks. So always go for informal letters. You can also go for formal letters if you are confident enough. But if you are not so confident about the format, then you can go for informal letters. And in your formal letters, you will make more grammatical mistakes. So I suggest you to go for informal letters. And friends, for your grammar, let me remind you that you have marks for each and every step. So friends, try to write your letter in at least 3 paragraphs so that you get marks specifically for each and every paragraph, individually for each and every paragraph. Now friends, let me do a quick recap of your informal letter. So friends, first you need to write sender's address, that comprises of half marks, sender's address, and then in your next line you have to leave one line and you have to write date. That comprises of again half marks. After that you need to write salutation. Salutation means like you need to write, suppose you are writing it to your friend, dear, and then you have to mention a name. Suppose Helena. So dear Helena, that is your salutation. It comprises of half marks. And remember one thing, that you need to leave one line after writing the sender's address, you need to leave one line and then write date. Again leave one line and then write the salutation. After that, you need to write the body of the letter that comprises of 5 to 6 marks, and then you have to write the not 5 to 6, 7 to 8 marks, and then you have to write your subscription, that is kindly give my regards to uncle and aunt. Suppose this is subscription, kindly give my regards to uncle and aunt. This is your subscription. That comprises of again half marks, and then lastly you need to give your signature, that is yours sincerely, yours lovingly, thanking you, yours lovingly, and you need to write your name. If you are writing informal letter, you mostly write it to your friends or relatives, so you need to write it, you need to mention only your first name. You don't have to mention your title, that is your last name. Suppose I am Varsha, so I can write Varsha. Now moving on to the format of the informal letter. Formal letter, let us do a quick revision. Here again you need to give sender's address first, which comprises of half marks. Now after your sender's address, leave one line and write date, that comprises of again half marks. After that, leave one line again and write receiver's address. Here you need to write the receiver's address, who is receiving the letter. And in your sender's address, you need to write your own address. Now your receiver's address comprises of half marks. After that, leave one line again and write salutation. Now salutation again comprises of half marks, and then after that you need to write the body of the letter, that comprises of again 7 marks. It comprises of exactly 7 marks. After that you need to write subscription, which comprises of half marks again. After that, your signature, and here in your formal letter you need to write your full name with your title, first name as well as last name. And friends, I forgot to mention, you also have to include subject in your formal letter. You have to include subject. Now moving on to your email and notice writing. All of you know that it has been introduced this year only. Last year it was not there. So friends, it is new to you. You are the first batch. ICC 2019 is the first batch which is going to give exam, and you are going to have email and notice writing. So friends, email comprises of 5 marks and notice writing comprises of 5 marks. 10 marks in total. So friends, for this format of this, I have already made a video in which I have discussed the format. You can see it. I'll give the link in the description. You can see it from there. I have already made a video on that, so I'm not going to waste much of your time. You can, if you have not seen that video, you can go through. I have mentioned the link in the description. Now, after this, you have your comprehension passage, which comprises of 20 marks. So friends, for your comprehension passage, you get meanings, and you need to search it in the passage, and you need to find the meaning. You need to write the meaning of that. You need to read the whole sentence where it is given, that word is given, and you need to read that sentence, and you need to understand, and you need to write the meaning of that. 2 to 3 meanings are given, and then you have question answers in that, where you need to read the passage thoroughly. When 15 minutes, when you start your answer sheet, before that 15 minutes is given to read the question paper. At that point of time, you need to go through the comprehension passage once, and then when you are writing, you have to go it again for the second time, so that you know where the answers are. And you have Prezi, which comprises of 8 marks. In Prezi, you need to write it within 60 words. You cannot go beyond that. You need to complete your Prezi in 60 words, and it should be presented within a box. You can also write with pencil, because you need to try and you need to fit all the words in within 60 words. You need to complete it. So you can write it with pencil, and after that, on top of that pencil, you can write it with pen, and you can rub it. And if you don't get time, you can write with pen and you can leave it like that only. That is allowed. And friends, for your Prezi, do not fit 2 words in a same box. This will result in loss of marks. You will lose marks if you do that. Many students tend to do that, so please avoid that mistakes. Now after that you need to go through the prepositions where you are asked fill in the blanks with the appropriate words, and you need to fill in the blanks with the prepositions. You have to do as directed, where you need to rewrite the sentence. A sentence is given and then something is written there. You need to begin, suppose begin with as, then you need to begin it with as. So you need to complete that. Do as directed, and then there are also questions where you have given fill in the numbered blanks with the correct form of the words given in the brackets. So in a bracket, a word is given and you need to write it in the correct form which is suitable there. Now friends, one more important thing that I would like to tell you is that while doing your exams, you need to keep in mind that you are to complete your paper, board exams, within 2 hours. You will not get any extra time, so try to complete it fast. Try to complete it within the limited time, within the restricted time. Do not waste your time in thinking. Do it fast. Like when you are writing the composition and all, do not waste time. Try to complete it fast. Do not waste time in thinking and making your answers. Try to do it a bit fast. So friends, all the best for your board exams. Do well, and if you like this video, then please do give the thumbs up button and subscribe our channel Mastermind. Comment us if you have any queries related to your board exams. We will surely help you. Thank you.